Hola! In this video, I'm going to walk you through Module 1 because all the modules are kind of set up the same way. Starting on the home page, I want you to make sure that you check the announcements that will be on the top of the page. And to make sure that you don't miss any of them, make sure that you set up your notifications so you get notified via email or text when I make an announcement or when I make any change or any changes to the course. To access the modules, there are a couple different ways. You can access them through the navigation bar over here by this button or at the bottom of the home page. So let's click there and go to the first page in the modules is going to be the learning objectives and tasks. On this page, you have an overview of the module and also a list of assignments that are due on this module. All assignments for the modules are due weekly, so make sure you plan ahead to make the due date. By clicking at the bottom of the page, it will take you to the next page. So over here, it will take you to the video that you are already watching. And the next page is going to be the preparación comunicativa y estructuras. Remember, you can always access the modules through the navigation bar here, and you will see the layout of all the modules. And as you can see, there are sections on each module. The first section is the introduction, where you have the page with the learning objectives and the list of assignments due on this module. And then in this case, you have access to the video that you're already watching. And the next section for each module you'll see is the learn and practice section, where you have activities that will help you learn the content in this module. And then the next section is the collaborate section, where you will be posting in the discussion board and will be collaborating with other students. The next section is the assess, where you will have a quiz or some sort of assessment for the module. And finally, the summary, where you have additional practice for the module. It is very important that you follow the order the assignments are in, because each module is set up in a very logic way. So let's go to the Preparación Comunicativa y Estructuras page. Here you have access to the book, which is Pluma. And there are a couple different ways that you can view this. You can just click the arrows, and if the font is too small, you can just enter full screen, full view, and just click through the textbook. To exit this view, just click escape, and it takes you back to the page. You have the option of printing this textbook. It's a PDF, and I recommend doing that if you would like to take notes on the textbook, because at some point you will be submitting in some modules a notas page. It's going to be a Google document from this book. So let's click on the next button here at the bottom, and it will take us to this assignment. This is a Nearpod assignment, where you click on this link and it takes you to a website where you will be playing games or doing activities to practice what you've been learning. In this assignment, there's nothing to submit. I will have access to your work, and make sure that you complete the assignment. This is what I count in this assignment is your participation. I am not looking for accuracy, but you need to get at least a passing grade on each activity, so it counts, so you get credit for this activity, for this assignment. At the bottom, you have a rubric, what I'm going to be using to grade this activity. So let's go to the next one, and it takes us to the Diccionario Bilingüe. In this type of activities, you will start communicating, and here you will annotate your answers on this activity. You will translate from Spanish into English and then write type in Spanish. If you need instructions on how to annotate on Canvas, you have them right here. It takes you to a video with instructions. Okay. And you can see the rubric I will be using to grade this activity. So let's go to the next page. And the next 3 activities are meant to give you practice. There's nothing to submit, but it's very important that you practice these activities. If we look over here in module 1, they have this chain link over here, and so they will give you practice with audio and videos to learn and keep practicing the material that you've learned previously. Like I said, nothing to turn in here. Very important that you complete them and go over them as many times as you need to. The more you practice, the better you'll get at it. We can go back to the first one just so that you can see more or less what it is. There are conversations here that you can listen to and go down, and you can. I suggest you repeat after you listen to this recording so you practice on your pronunciation. On the next one, you have activities where you can check your answers, right? And let's just say here and check your answer. No, that's not right. So show me the answer. Oh, it's me llamo, and so on. So I can just go to the next one and so if I say encantada and check my answer, and so it says, which of these phrases do the people use to introduce themselves? Oh, me llamo. Okay, so let's try again. Is me llamo? Check. Yes, and then I can go to the next question by clicking the arrows here. Sometimes I will ask you to submit a screenshot just to show me that you went through these activities. And this is the last one. Right? So this is a video in that type of activity. So let's move on to the next one, and that'll take us to the next section, which is the collaborate, and it takes us to the discussion board. So remember, I'm going to go back to here the module so you can see that next activity is part of the tag team discussion where you will be posting here and some other student will be replying to your post. So I have already posted mine, and whoever's first on this assignment will be replying to my post, and the second person the second student will be replying to that second student who replied to me, and so on. Here you have the questions that you need to post, right? ¿Cómo te llamas y cómo estás? So each student will have to answer these questions and ask those 2 questions so the next student will answer them.
Video, and that's mandatory if it is.
This is a video or an audio. It's your choice, and this time. But sometimes you will be required to post a video, and if that is the case, you need to make sure that I can see your face just like you can see mine here. Okay. Down here you have instructions if you need help on how to record or to submit this assignment. So moving on, the next page is a quiz. And here you will be watching a video and answer these questions. Sometimes you have unlimited attempts and sometimes you have only one attempt. So you want to pay attention to that. And moving on, the last, when you get to this page, this is the wrap up and extra practice. Once you get here, you'll know that you have reached the end of the module, and you should be able to do these things over here. And if you cannot, I suggest that you go back to the Learn section, the Aprender section, and practice as many times as possible, or reach out to me with any questions.